what's up, Agents? Zero here, and welcome back to yet another Minecraft Pocket Edition Redstone video. And today, I'm going to be showing you guys 5 different methods that you can use to transmit redstone power in Minecraft Pocket Edition. Now, even though I say Minecraft Pocket Edition, I highly doubt anything that I'm going to show you today will actually not work in other versions of Minecraft, save a couple of these. So if you're not an MCPE player but you're watching this, I can guarantee you guys it'll work for you as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is a term that is known as Kwazii Connectivity, and repeaters are the main thing that are used to create the Kwazii Connectivity effect. So let me go and explain what Kwazii Connectivity is. So as you can see, we have a redstone repeater going into this wooden plank, which has this redstone lamp on top. So if I go ahead and power this lever, you can see that the redstone lamp turns on. So this is what Kwazii Connectivity means. You can power one block and it'll allow you to power any adjacent block to it. So because this repeater is powering this redstone, wooden plank, it is also powering this lamp. So let's take a look at this effect in more detail. So as you can see, I have this circuit set up here where I have this repeater running into this center lamp, and then we have 8 lamps surrounding it. So if we come over to this side and we flip this lamp on, because of Kwazii Connectivity, not only is the repeater powering this lamp, but it's powering these 4 lamps as well. And the Kwazii Connectivity can only go 2 blocks out, starting from the block that it is powering. So if I were to actually put another redstone lamp on top of this one, then that lamp will be powered as well. But because it has to go 2 blocks out instead of just one, these 4 lamps are not able to be powered. So that's what Kwazii Connectivity is. Now, I do want to mention that there are actually 2 exceptions to this rule. The first being transparent blocks. Now, glowstone is technically known as a transparent block. You can also use glass blocks. Stairs are also transparent. Slabs are also transparent. They do not work for transmitting redstone. So if we go and flick this lever, we can see that the repeater is turned on, but this lamp is not turning on because the glowstone block is transparent, therefore it is unable to transmit redstone power. Now there is actually one other exception to Kwazii Connectivity, and this one happens to be specific to Minecraft Pocket Edition. So this deals with pistons. So as you can see, pistons will react to Kwazii Connectivity. However, they do not give off Kwazii Connectivity because, as you can see, it's powering this block, which powers the piston. However, it's powering this piston, but because of the way Kwazii Connectivity works in Pocket Edition, this piston right here is not powered, which is something a lot of MCPE redstoners are complaining about because they want that to be able to work. So for right now, it's just not possible. So now we are going to take a look at number 2, and this deals with sticky pistons and slime blocks. So as you can see right here, I have a bit of really weird assembly of blocks. But this is actually a really good way to transmit redstone power as well. You need sticky pistons and slime blocks, like I said, and you're also going to want either a block which you're going to run redstone power into, or a block that's going to have redstone power coming off of it. So we go ahead and flick this lever. As we can see, as each piston extends, it powers the next one, and then eventually we allow this lamp to turn on. Now, the reason why this is useful is specifically for like things such as adventure maps, where if you have a lever on one side of the room and you want to move a block on another side of a room, you can use this method because it allows redstone to travel in a fast manner. Now, before you go ahead and build one of these, there is one thing about pistons you need to remember, and it's that pistons, regardless if it's sticky or not, can only push up to 12 blocks at once. Once you hit that 13th block, it doesn't matter what's attached, nothing gets pushed. So you can power 11, you can move 11 slime blocks and another block, and that'll allow it to move. However, if you add yet another block, regardless of what it is, pistons cannot provide power. Now, this third one is called the Redstone Zipper, or it can be called a Redstone Tower. But regardless of what you call it, it functions the exact same no matter how you put it together. So this is basically what's going on. So as you can see, this torch is turned on, which is powering this block, which forces this redstone torch to be off, and then it repeats the signal up here. Now you can also create a tower with this by placing down a block, putting a torch directly on top of the block instead of the side, put a block directly above that torch, and put the next torch on the top of that block, and so on and so forth, up as high as you want. Well, actually, I shouldn't say as high as you want, because the world of Minecraft, it does have its limitations on how high you can build it. But anyway, this is basically what it does. So if I go ahead and flick this lever, it then reverses all the torches, because since this block is turned on, it turns this torch off, which allows this block to torch to turn on, which forces this off, and so on and so forth, until you reach the very top. This is actually one of the most common forms of transporting redstone signals up. Now, this is actually one of the other common ways to transport redstone power, and that's through the use of slabs. Now, and when I say this, you have to make sure the slabs are actually upside down. And I also do want to mention that transparent blocks will do the exact same thing. So you can use this to use this with glowstone. You can use upside down stairs. I don't think you can use it with glass though. That is a little bit of a problem. So basically what's going on here, for those of you who don't know, basically this allows redstone to travel upwards. So we have this redstone dust, which is going to go on top of this, and then this is connected to this redstone dust, and so on and so forth, all the way up to the top. So if we go ahead and turn on the redstone power, and my controller twice, I don't know why, so we can go ahead and can see that the redstone is transmitted all the way up to the top to our redstone lamp. Now this is one of the most common ways to transport redstone power upwards. Now this last one is actually a little bit different. This time we're actually going to be transporting redstone power downwards. Now this is actually one of the best ways you can actually transport redstone power downwards. So as you can see, I have my little piston slime block contraption, which once this is powered, it's going to end up powering this redstone. Now here's what's going on. As you're going down, which I want to go back up, so this torch is on, which allows this piece of redstone dust to power. This redstone dust forces this torch off. Because this redstone dust is off, this torch is allowed to be on, and the same goes with the rest of it. So if I go ahead and power this contraption, it's going to move our power, and now everything is reversed. Because this redstone dust is powered, this torch is off, and because this dust is off, this torch is powered, and so on and so forth, all the way down to the bottom. Now, building one of these can actually be a little bit tricky, especially in survival mode, but it is one of the best ways that you can use to transmit power downwards. Just be aware that with this, as well as the Redstone Zipper over there, that you do have to take into account the fact that the redstone torches will alternate. So once you reach your destination, you can have it on or off regardless. So for example, say I had this one set higher, then at the moment this redstone lamp would actually be off. I mean, sorry, not off, it would be on. And the same goes with that. If it were any higher by an odd number of torches, then this lamp would actually be on instead of off. However, flicking the lever on would reverse everything. Now, I know this is a lot to take in, especially if you don't know too much about redstone. I mean, there are people who don't work with redstone and not often enough to know this stuff. But for those of you who need a more in-depth look at what all this stuff does, there will be a link down in the description where you can download this world and take a look for yourself. But anyway, that's going to have to do it for today's redstone video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I will see you guys later.